Sorry? Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 2, 1. Mic check. 1, 2. 2, 1. Good. Yep. A lot? Yeah.
I think it's the fighters or so.
Matt, how you doing?
What's up, brother? Hey, congrats, bro.
Thank you very much.
Congrats. I watched it.
What did you think?
Bro, you're an animal.
Thanks, brother. I get the impression that Ilia Topuria is not necessarily under your skin, but some of the things he says kind of confuses you more than annoys you. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, I'm more confused about everything that he's saying about me not wanting to fight him, me getting forced to fight him. The dude just, I mean, he got me out here feeling like how he looked after my Gaethje fight. So it's crazy.
Do you get the impression, right, he's clearly a confident guy, he clearly believes in his skills, but do you think when he's talking about, I'm going to fight for the lightweight title, then the welterweight title, and Max is going to be easier than Josh Emmett, do you think he believes what he's saying, or is he trying to sort of build himself up so he gets that confidence?
I think, I mean, I don't know, bro. His mind is very interesting. I couldn't answer that question for you, to be honest, bro. But if that's what it takes to be the best version of himself come Saturday night, then so be it. You know, he can talk all that talk he wants, because at the end of the day, he still got to see me in 3 days.
Out of all the things he said, is the whole I'm going to point at the floor in the first 10 seconds thing the one that kind of makes you roll your eyes the hardest?
Yeah, because it just makes no sense, you know. At the end of the day, to me, I don't think he deserves. You got to earn that right. I don't think he deserved that right. With him being I mean, you know the guy that he's copycatting. This guy's a copycat. You know, down to the tattoos, to his aura, to the way he's approaching fights. The guy's a copycat, and you're best friends with the guy he's following. So, trying to copy. So, at the end of the day, I think you got to earn that moment. And I believe he had that. He could have earned it with Josh Emmett in their 5-round roar. Josh Emmett was trying to swing. If you guys can go back to that fight and watch what happened. When Josh Emmett was trying to swing, someone shot and someone hold someone down for the rest of the fight. So I think the moment needs to be earned, and he's just trying to steal stuff. You know, he's already trying to steal one person's aura, and now he's trying to steal somebody else's thing. So it's amazing.
He's clearly a good fighter, right? No one does that to Volkanovski if they're not a good fighter. But you, in your career, fought Aldo, you fought Conor, you fought Volkanovski. You fought the best of the best in this division's history. When you look at Ilia as a fighter, how does he rank up against those names? Or do you still think he's kind of unproven?
I mean, he's an animal. He's good. You know, a lot of people forget that when he came into the UFC, he got brought in as a grappler and wrestler. That's what he was. And he came in the UFC, started knocking dudes out. His boxing is nice. As a fighter, you cannot be a hater and say he's not good. You know, is he proven? He did what he had to do when he had to do it to get to the position he has. So there's no disrespect to that. But you get to see me come Saturday night, so that should be fun.
And the last one for me, you obviously bumped into your old rival Alex this week. Is that kind of a fun one where, like, you guys had a great trilogy, but it almost feels like that chapter might not be over yet? So it's not time to sit back and look and reflect together yet? Are we still like, there's still some future here?
Yeah, for sure. You know, the dude got 3 on me. I gotta get 1, bro. I gotta get 1. So at the end of the day, it's always respect with Alex. It's always respect with anybody. You know, it takes a certain type of human being to go out there in the octagon and to share the octagon with. So, you know, with Alex, it's always respect. With most of my opponents, it's always respect, you know?
Max over here. Oh, Jose, go ahead.
Just going back to what you were saying about how Ilia is a beast and comparing him to your past opponents, you know, he keeps using this phrase like, I bring the next evolution of mixed martial arts. That's what he's saying about himself. When you actually break it down, do you see things that he's doing differently that people weren't doing years ago, or is that just something you think he's saying to kind of build the fight?
I mean, it's probably something to bring the fight, to build the fight, because I don't think he's doing anything different than people, you know? I mean, everybody strikes, everybody wrestles, everybody judos, Greco-Roman, whatever you want to call it. Everybody does this. It's mixed martial arts, you know? And he's putting it together pretty well for himself. But, I mean, like he's saying this new generation, I'm only a couple of years older than him, so, you know, I've been here, done that. Like I said, a lot of people keep forgetting how young I was, you know? Like I said, when I think ESPN posted it. When I was his age, I had like all my title wins and title defenses already. So that's just how that goes.
Title fight aside and the hype around this fight, after UFC 300, there were a lot of, journalists and fans. They kind of circled this fight as their most anticipated fight for the rest of the year, right after UFC 300. You guys weren't even booked yet, so do you kind of take that as do you take pride in that even though the fight wasn't booked, like people were like, John Jones still hadn't fought yet, and Pereira hadn't done his thing yet, but people were still circling this fight as like the one that they wanted to see?
For sure, man. When your name is put up against guys like Alex Pereira and John Jones and people, and these guys are still fighting. There was fighting this year. There was going to have fights this year. And when you put those names against our names and they said, this is the fight that everybody wants to watch, I mean, that's pretty amazing. At the end of the day, I'm just stoked to be talked about in that sense.
And when Alex Volkanovski did his breakdown of this fight, he said that he's not sure that Ilia can fight through being uncomfortable with you. He kept using that word, if it gets in the later rounds, Max can make this uncomfortable. Is that how you see the fight playing out? In the later rounds, you can kind of take him out of his element and make this fight uncomfortable?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. You never know. You never know what can happen. Your boy been touching people on the right spot and been putting them down. So that's always fun. And at the end of the day, we see what happens. I know he talked about his cardio. He believes he has cardio, but most of the time, his cardio is outshining the opponent's cardio because he's hurting them early in their fights, And the beautiful thing is, guys, I just can't wait, man. I can't wait. It's going to be something special. Tune in Saturday night.
And last one for me, I'm sure you saw it, but Power Slap champ, Crazy Hawaiian, told the story about how you stepped up on him when he was a senior, when he was too high in class.
Yeah.
Is that how it actually played out?
Brother, I was just trying to learn, bro. And I didn't say shut the hell up. I said some other words. And we had some other words. And I was training already. They knew who I was. He has a younger brother that was my friend. So I think that probably helped too. But I was just trying to learn, bro. Bro, please shut the hell up. And I was just like, bro, I'm in class. I'm trying to learn. Be quiet. And we know he was older. It's like, bro, you're down here for a reason. Shut up. I'm trying to learn in class. Leave me alone.
Was he still that big at the time?
Oh, bro, he's huge, bro. He's huge. Maybe a little bit smaller, but he's still big. And I was much smaller, bro. I was like a 135 or 125 or soaking wet. So that's crazy.
Max right here. So I was at the UAE Warriors event last night, and there was a Gracie member fighting on the card, and he was losing 2 rounds. And then the third, he pointed to the center of the cage, and then about 30 seconds later, he was butt scooting in that same area on the cage. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. And can we set the record straight on how you're allowed to point to the middle and what circumstances allow this?
I mean, everybody can point to the middle, bro. It is what it is. But what you're gonna do to the middle, if you're doing it because of the way I'm doing it, you cannot step back. You gotta go in there and step in the fire and throw. But who knows, bro? Some people they point it down and they shoot after. Maybe that's their secret move, or point it down and booty scooting now. So that's pretty cool.
I'm curious, do you think this win, if you get this title back, will be more meaningful than the first time around, just given the time in between the title reigns and everything you've had to overcome to get back here?
Never. Not. I mean, I don't know for you guys, the way you guys look at my career, but personally, fighting a guy who I stood idolize and what he's doing, the dude is still fighting, bro. What the hell? Does he age? I mean, I saw somebody talking about how they might be lying on his age, and he's still moving like that. It's just crazy. And to fight the King of Rio in Rio, to win it the way I did, nothing's gonna ever top that moment for me.
Can we bring back the hex ties if you get the win here?
Maybe bring back the suits and the hex ties. Maybe. Never say never.
A lot of talk this week about how you moved up 3 spots in the lightweight rankings. I'm just curious what you thought about that happening, given the fact that you were at 1 spot and you hadn't fought since then, and then this week you jump up again.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. The ranking is wild. It doesn't matter unless you got the belt. So it's cool moving up, this and that, being in the palm of palm and everything. But if you're not first, you're last, I guess.
If you have 2 belts over your shoulders after this fight, is it going to be a tough decision to decide which one you want to defend?
Not at all, man. Not at all. UFC can tell me what they want to do, and we can do it. So, I mean, there's a lot of fun fights here at 45 now. division is like kind of coming up. I know they bring somebody else up here, so with Diego, so that's a cool couple of guys coming up. 55 is always fun to throw my name in the mix, but first things first is Ilia. I got my hands full with him, and you can ask me that question after Saturday night.
Yeah, I guess going off that, you want to wait till after the fight. But Volkanovski, he really wants to fight in Australia, and he said, he wants you to win because he thinks you're more likely to go there and fight him in February. Do you think he's maybe on point with that analysis, at least, that you're more likely to take that fight there than Ilia?
I mean, we see what happens. First things first is Ilia. And then after this, I promised my boy some traveling time in December, so that might be a quick turnaround. And then I have two Aussies who represent me in my management, and I found out what taxes is over there. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, Vegas sounds good.
Hello, sir. How are you doing? Some years ago, you said that you are still waiting and new from Bruce Buffer, and it's your extra motivation. So in April at UFC 300, you finally heard and knew. So are you satisfied now and Bruce can relax? Or, do you still care how he will announce you after after your fight?
Oh, yeah. And new undisputed title. The BMF title. The BMF title, guys, I don't even know what's going on. Why people is like so crazy about it. Before the title, it was supposed to be a fake title. After the title, now everybody wants the fake title. And then people getting mad for me not putting it up. Like, I have that type of control in this fight to put up a fake title. And then the guy I'm fighting, if it's a fake title, he bought a fake title. So that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what's going on in this world anymore.
And one more question. What's your opinion on the main event in Power Slap, if you follow it, of course?
I don't follow it too much, but I know the Crazy Hawaiian. We went to school together. We had that story. I got a putu for my Waianae native.
Thank you.
Mats, hello. You have like 15 5-rounder fights right now, and Ilia in overall have 15 fights in career. What this experience means for you first in this fight against Ilia and in MMA overall?
Experience is cool, but experience can all get taken away with one shot, and Ilia has that one shot. I've been working on my one shot, so experience is experience. It is what it is. This is a world title fight. He won the fights that he's supposed to win to be here. I won the fights that I'm supposed to win to be here, and we got to fight. So that's all there is.
And the one is for me. What this fight means for the Hawaiian MMA?
It means a lot, man. It means a lot. I go back out there. I reclaim the throne. I get to go back Hawaii 15 pounds heavier with something nice and golden on my shoulder. It would be amazing.
Thanks.
Max, to your left, winning Saturday night automatically gets you a lightweight shot against Islam. Does it excite you knowing it replaces the long-anticipated matchup that never happened against Khabib?
Unless you work in the UFC, and I don't know nothing because I never ever heard of that. But that'd be amazing news to me if I got my hand raised and that was the direct shot. But for sure, like I said, man, that I was talking about it all week. We missed the shot with the Khabib fight. They call Islam the 2.0, and I think Islam is like. He's more willing to fight me now. I know he didn't care too much because why would he? I was a 45er coming up and the 55 and so whatever. But now he seems more openly to the fight. So never say never. First things first. Like I said, though, I got Ilia. He's my full focus.
Well, you're closer than ever to being a triple champ. So good luck.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Max? Hi, over here. Greetings from Georgia, or how we say Gamarjoba. You mentioned traveling. I just wanted to let you know that no matter what happens Saturday, we're rooting for both of you. May the best man win, and you're always welcome to come and visit Georgia.
Thank you.
As for questions, so I don't know. I know you're not the type of guy to kind of rest on your laurels or smell the roses, as you say. But you are the first ever fighter to hold the interim title, to hold the undisputed and the BMF title. And as far as undisputed title goes, you have both the old belt and the new belt. So basically, you're like featherweight Thanos or something. I don't know. You've collected them all. So after such a long career, full filled with like amazing moments, right? What keeps that fire burning? What keeps motivating you?
The next one is always the best one. That's what keeps me motivated. Just and being motivation for the next generation. You know, we got a lot of stuff going down in Waianae right now, and or even in Hawaii period. And people just need hope. So if I can be that little hope, that little shade of light, then so be it.
Amazing. Well, if some people, I know people, my friends, and those who like to watch your fights, they are very inspired by you all the way, halfway across the world. So I'm sure people in Waianae feel that as well. And just one more question, kind of, I know that your career is far from over, and I know that we're going to see, I'm pretty sure, many amazing fights from you. But I just wanted to know kind of, again, this is not the talk about retirement or anything, but how would you want to be remembered as a fighter?
Actually, not even as a fighter. I just want to be remembered one of the greatest people. Just a great person. That's it. No fighting anything. I just want you guys to know me and people, all the UFC staff, just to know me as a great person. Like, oh, when they talk about myself, it's like, oh yeah, that was a great kid, or that was a great guy, and that's about it. You know, that you only can leave great stuff behind. You know, and with all these records and everything is cool, but your personality and how you treat someone else is much more important to me. So if you guys can be like, oh yeah, Max was a great guy. Anytime I interview him, anytime I talk to him, any interaction I had with him was great. That's more than enough for me.
I think mission is accomplished. Thank you.
Thank you.
Max, right here. You're a guy that's always kind of taking care of yourself. You've limited the hard sparring and things like that. Just a question about Tua Tagovailoa
Yeah.
recently. He's kind of come out and people have asked him, are you going to wear the Guardian cap? And they've talked about his health and things like that. And he said, I'm not going to wear it for personal reasons. Just wanted to get your thoughts on that and like younger guys in not only MMA, but contact sports, taking care of like their mental health and dealing with concussions and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, Tua's Polynesian, bro. He's Hawaiian, so that there goes why he wants to do that. And he's an animal, bro. And I mean, bro, the dude is worth so much money. They got to be knowing what they're doing, you know. And the main thing I would say or what you're talking about is take care of your guys' brain. Try and find brain health. Learn about brain health and do the right things. You know, you only get one brain, guys. You only get one brain, and once that thing starts deteriorating, it's not like anything else where you can grow it back. So be smart, go see specialists, go see doctors, go do research on your own brain health and take care of yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. You know, you want to be able. I don't want to be a vegetable when I grow older, especially with all these. Everybody keep talking to me about how much times you got hit and blah blah. Brother, I take brain health so serious. People would never know. After my career, maybe I'll talk about it and all this stuff that we've been doing, but take care of you guys' brains, do you guys' homework, get on it and be smart.
Hey, Max, back here. You spoke a little bit about the BMF belt. And let's be honest, you've given that belt real lineage now, especially with the performance that you put in against Gaethje. Another person who is pretty BMF, in my opinion, Dan Ige, taking Lopez on 4 hours. What do you think of the idea of a Hawaiian v. Hawaiian BMF?
That'd be amazing, right? Two Hawaiians at the top of it, the pinnacle. Two warriors. I mean, it'd be cool.
In Hawaii.
In Hawaii, that's probably not going to happen. That's something that it's not a UFC problem with Hawaii, guys. It's a Hawaii problem. I don't know what's going on in Hawaii. I don't know why they give us so much hard times when I had the belt and we had opportunities to do it, but it's an Hawaii thing, bro. It's a Hawaii thing. But next big thing would be probably in Vegas. But with that, two Hawaiian fight for a BMF belt, I couldn't see something more fitting. That'd be funny.
Best of luck, champ. Thank you.
Thank you.
Both sides. Yeah.
Still stand on both sides, man.
Congrats. I'll see. You're crazy, bro. You gonna do one more? Hey, bro, was that your first one? Yeah. You did like boxing and stuff before? Oh, MMA, just one? Bro, that's you wild, bro. I'll never do that. Thank you guys. You guys take care.